Hello! For this video I'm going to be doing the one brushes makeup challenge. This is specifically meant to use one brush to the entire face of makeup. So I was going to go for my bronzer brush, but then I realised how smaller places that I have and what I actually need to also center onto my face, like my brows for a perfect example. Bronzer brush would be just way too big for that. So I decided to maybe challenge myself a little bit more, a little bit less, and actually use my technically it's a deluxe crease brush, so it's specifically meant for your crease. I actually use this to prime my eyes, so I'm going to be upping the game a bit with this brush and doing my whole entire face with it. I did just freshly cleanse it because obviously it still had excess concealer or primer in it. The first thing I'm doing is obviously moisturising, but then the second thing I'm doing getting in the way is brows, because yeah, it's going to be extremely interesting. I'm not sure if there's already a video or not. If it is already a thing, then I obviously credit the original starter, if that makes any sense. Also, I did forget to credit the the Random Colours makeup to Maria Leonard or Maria Leonard. I heard there's someone else before her, but I also credit her for that look that I did. And if anyone has already done this look, then I credit them. Otherwise, if not, then I guess I started something. But again, without further freaking shout, let's get started. Of course, let's obviously start off moisturising. My rollers shouldn't be too far away because my mum emailed the company she bought them from, saying that haven't quite arrived yet, what's going on? She was obviously very polite about it, but I go back to it, apparently there was a delay, but they are sending it out and it should be here in a few days. Purple shampoo finally arrived. Like, I'm pretty sure I vlogged about that just like 1 week before, a few days before Christmas. It just arrived. I mean, I know that a lot of the mail gets stalled from the tidal wave of Christmas, so that was understandable. I knew that was coming before I ordered anything. I did manage to get my hands on the burgundy palette from Katy Cosmetics. I finally got my hands on Bunny or Rainbow Girls collaboration makeup palette, which is it'll come to me in a moment. It's from Queen palette, so I managed to get one for myself and my sister. Okay, so diving right in with his brows. So sometimes I do I'll do brows before my base, other times I'll do, I'm not wearing a headband. I'm gonna quickly throw a headband on. So as I was saying, I usually do brows before my base, or sometimes base before brows. It's going to be very interesting. I'm going to get into a complete pinch as I can. It's already proving pretty difficult. It's ridiculously thick to begin with, so that's the first thing that's going to happen. Okay, now just to clean up a bit. I moved a bit too much, that'll be right. Now take it a little bit more carefully. If it actually looks really good like that, I just sharpen the edges. Because nobody has a cloudy eyebrow. That looks pretty damn good. Of course I'm going to be able to do little black flakes, because there's just no way in heck. That is a pretty damn good brow. And now for the other side. Give myself a boring shape. So I'm growing like Cara Delevingne at the moment, but I will be sharpening it up and just shaping it around a bit, potentially going really thick, and now to sharpen it up. Sweet. It's not entirely matching, but it's a lot better than I thought I'd ever get it. Okay, so now we're officially onto foundation. I'm going to be using, let me actually just quickly wash my brush, I just realised. Okay, now to get on with my foundation. I am instantly going to pour it onto my face. Okay, I'm just going to start with that amount. Okay, that's foundation time. Actually, a lot easier than I thought it would be. You were not bad at all. I'm talking to a brush, don't judge me. Okay, so it's gonna get annoying having to clean my brush every single second, but I haven't got much of a choice. I'm going to conceal. Actually, just go with washing the foundation was a bit, I had to wash it 3 times to get the foundation out, so the foundation is very, very thick. Taking my concealer, taking these 2 shades that I always do, and of course put in the usual spots. Okay, that is concealer done. So now I'm just going to really quickly rinse this off. Just because I didn't want my under eyes creasy more than they already do. So talking Shaaanxo and get that done. Okay, so of course to set my face in place I will be using my Eylure hair setting powder. And it was not too necessarily baked but just set. So that's officially my face set. I'm not going to bother washing again because that was just powder. What I'm going to do now is of course prime my eyes, and then after that I will rinse it off because primer is obviously a reasonably moist for safe product. As per usual, to prime I will be using my MAC's Paint Pot Soft Ochre. Okay, so although my brush actually still feels pretty dry, I don't actually wet moisture in it. So now I'm going to take my XO Beauty palette, or more specifically BH Cosmetics, and taking this shade here. Use it to set my primer. It smells like there's a cat scratch in there. I don't know if you guys can see that. Okay, so now going with my NikkieTurorials palette, I'm going to be taking Painkiller. What a huge surprise! If you're new to my channel, hello. I always use Painkiller transition tone. If you're not new to my channel and you've been here for quite a while, then you're probably thinking, Shaaanxo, move on with a different shade already. Painkiller is just so good. So, like anything, I'm going to put this into my crease. Just automatically put the colour above the crease because of the shape of the brush. Specifically what it's meant for. I just proved that you can use one brush for nearly an entire face. If I want to use the BH Cosmetics again, taking this tone here, it is on the lid, and typical I'll have fallout, that's right. With a roll of fallout, instantly sweep away. Okay, so I'm going to put this shade here. And now I'm going to take this shade here. I'm going to take the dark shades, but first I'm going to take these 2 under my eyes. Taking this shade again under my eyes as well. And taking these dark shades. That's off here. Now I'm going to take some of this banana mango-y musty shade and just place it here. Of course, taking a shimmery shade up top here, and of course urban highlight, and inner corner highlight. Okay, so now I'm going to get back to the face. So I am going to contour it using Chocolate Soleil. And now of course to contour my nose. Okay, so now I'm just going to go in with my Eylure powder and just bake the sides of my nose. So I can clean it up a bit and sharpen the line up. Okay, so I'm going to let that settle away. So now whilst I'm waiting for this bake to settle in, I'm going to be going with some blush. Now I will always, it doesn't always show up so well, so I'm going to be using Justify My Love. just to highlight my face, I am going to be using a chocolate bar, champagne truffle. Now it's quickly sweeping with his bag. And then just to highlight the tip of my nose. This is like one part of my mouth I can't use with a brush. This is obviously my lip shade. I want to go in with something that's like a plush pink tone. I'm going to be using Posie K from Kylie Cosmetics. It's been quite a while. Okay, so now I'm taking my Benefit Roll Lash, the mini one, to obviously fill my lashes in. Okay, so that was the final touch. One thing the brush can't do is set spray, so I just let me set my face in place. Okay, so here is a close up of the eyes. Okay, with all this switch on with just one makeup brush. Highlight do. I can sit in the mirror behind my camera. Okay, so this now concludes the makeup tutorial. Like, in fact it was a tutorial, but I'm done with only one makeup brush. Obviously the only thing the brush couldn't do was mascara, false lashes and the lip shade. I mean, I possibly could actually get away with doing like the lip shade, but still, you get what I mean. So I really love how it came out, that's a new word. I'm pretty sure there is actually a YouTuber out there, like a really highly supported YouTuber who actually is very low maintenance, but it's so rich. Like I think my mum said that she only operates with one makeup brush just to do her entire makeup. If you know how to clean it properly, then you know you can continue using it for the same thing over and over again. So thank you all so much for watching this video. I really do hope you enjoyed it. Muse plus, you know, it just goes to show you don't need like 20 different brush lines just to do your one face of makeup. I mean, it's good to change it up just to because there's synthetic brushes and there's human hair brushes, so yeah, there's always new brushes coming out for best makeup quality, etc. like that. So I do understand that point of view, but if you're a low maintenance person like me, then one brush, you could literally just paint your entire life with the one brush. So thank you Real Techniques brush for technically I use this from a primer brush, but I measured my entire face. That's three things. So yes, stop talking, Shannon, and I will see you all for my future videos. Ciao!